Okay, for today, Friday, 8/28. We are still identifying and describing the structures of the cell. I have decided to take today to let anybody that is kind of running behind on assignments, this is your catch up day. Um, Anything from Monday, 8/24 through Friday, 8/28 is what you need to be concerned about doing makeup work on. Anything from last week, I'm not worried about it anymore. I just want to worry about this week because we've started our major unit on cells. If by chance you are caught up, then this is your opportunity to go in, use a Google Doc, use a Google Slide, and make a cheat sheet. Go back through the cell theory slide presentation that you created, the one over the nucleus and the one over ribosomes, ER, and Golgi apparatus, and pull out the most important stuff, a lot of the vocabulary, shorten it. Some of you are really good at coming up with little ways to remember things, and then send it to me. I might be able to use it with the other students. They might learn it better from you than me. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick review over what we've covered this week. Okay, honestly, let's see. This was in our scientist slides from last week. Remember Robert Hooke? He was the first guy to come across the cell. This guy, Leeuwenhoek, he was the first one to make a microscope. Okay, we started with the cell theory. Let's keep in mind, all living things are made of cells, okay? If it's alive, it's made of cells. Also, cells are the basic unit of structure. You start with the cell. Cells make up tissues. Tissues make up organs. Organs make up organ systems. Organ systems make up organisms. But the basic unit of life is the cell. Plus, to have new cells, you have to have a pre-existing cell. So to get a cell, you have to have a cell. And that kind of goes into mitosis, which we will cover later in the year. Cell division, you start with one cell and end up with two identical cells. That occurs over and over in your body, or in the bodies of living things. Remember that, energy requirements. So we talked a little bit about heterotrophs and autotrophs. Heterotrophs are consumers. They have to eat to get energy. Autotrophs are producers, okay? They use the sun, go through photosynthesis, and they make their own energy. All living things have to be able to consume food, digest the food, get rid of the food. They have to be able to move, they have to be able to reproduce. They also respond to stimuli. That's just a few of the things. All right. Then we started with the nucleus, okay? Remember the nucleus? That is where all hereditary material would be genes, chromosomes, and DNA, okay? Remember, a section of DNA is a gene. A section of DNA is a gene, okay? All of this is considered DNA, and all this DNA in your body is wound up into chromosomes, and they're all found in the nucleus. Remember that, where it's found. Okay? Next. We took a look at, also keep in mind that the nucleus is also the control center of the cell. It is the brain. Remember, your brain tells your body what to do, okay? The nucleus tells the cell what to do. It is the control center. Also, the nucleus directs protein synthesis. We are all made of protein synthesis. We are made of proteins. So our body has to synthesize or make proteins, and the nucleus tells the body what to do. Which brings us to ribosomes. Okay? The nucleus sends out a little message of mRNA out to the ribosomes in our cells, and that's where proteins are made. That's another big deal. You need to know that proteins are made in the ribosomes. That could be a star question, along with the stuff about the nucleus, and that's where all the hereditary material is. So anyway, there's a couple of places you find the ribosomes. They're in the cytoplasm or on the ER, the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay? So, this follows a pattern. Once the ribosomes make protein, they send it to the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay? That's where the proteins are, as we say, in the rough endoplasmic reticulum. They are kind of finished off in the ER. There's also another endoplasmic reticulum called the smooth. You have the rough, where there are ribosomes, the smooth, where there are not. The smooth is where lipids or fats are made, which is one of our biomolecules. Then from the ER, okay, those proteins are made in the ribosomes, go to the rough ER, they're modified, kind of finished off. Then they go to the Golgi apparatus, which is our UPS. What happens in the UPS? They package and ship off packages. Well, the Golgi apparatus packages and ships off the proteins to go wherever they need to go. Which leads us to the end of kind of what we covered. Next week, we'll go into some more of the organelles and go on from there. Y'all have a great weekend. Thanks.